Second day of recording one of these videos. Again, probably pointless, but I've got to get it out there, and I want a record of it. I still love her. I messaged her today. She messaged me, and I messaged back, and I offered to leave my job. I've got like maybe a couple of $100, but I offered to buy a $2,000-$3,000 plane ticket. Don't know how I would pay for it, but I guess maybe I could pull money out of my 401k or something. I really don't know. But, so yeah, I offered to get out of the truck, get on a plane, fly to the Philippines, and I'd be there. No income, no nothing. If she just said she needed me. Now, she said that she doesn't want me to come. I don't know if she doesn't want me there, if she doesn't want me to risk everything because she doesn't believe it will work. She says she needs to learn how to live without loving me, and something else. Oh, and how to develop a routine that doesn't involve reaching for me. Maybe I'm the bad guy. I mean, that's very much a possibility. Like, I'm not easy to get along with. I'm opinionated. I'm stubborn. I don't do patience. Like, I want to be at the airport early. I want to be like, oh, we've got a thing at 9. Well, I want to be at the thing at 8:30 or 8 because I want to make sure I'm not late. You know, I don't know where this comes from. I worry about money all the time. Like, I believe a man should support financially his family. He should get up, he should go to work, he should get the money, he should make sure they have the food, the house, the bills, it's all taken care of. I think that's a man's duty. But is thinking that pushing her away? Like, so I'm not there physically, I'm not there emotionally, because I've got to go to sleep. I've got to get the rest so I can do the job. Ironically, I've not been getting rest, and I've still been doing my job. Like, my body is like, I'm not sleeping. I might get a couple hours, and then I messed up. So, I don't know. It's marriage, right? It's not a relationship. This isn't like, you know, she's my girlfriend and I love her. And, you know, it's like, this is a marriage. Yeah, you can still end it and go through a divorce, and that's what I've started over in the U.S. because she can't file in the Philippines because they don't have it over there. Like, it's always about giving her what she wants, what she says she wants. Because I can't read her mind. And so I can only go off what she says, what she tells me. So, like, I think she needs me there. I think I need to quit my job. I need to go there and be in person and be in front of her. But that's what I think. That has nothing to do with what she has told me. And so, if I do what I think, it's counter to what she has said, then it's not listening to her, right? It goes right back to what she said. I don't listen. Okay, well, if I do what I think is best, what I think she needs, despite her words, then I'm not listening to her. So right now, I haven't booked anything. I haven't done anything. I've told her again, like, I could be there on this date, and I'd be there for months, and I wouldn't have any money, and I wouldn't know what I'm doing. But I could do that for you. You know, I don't want a divorce. Like, there's been nothing more certain in my life than you don't divorce. You get married, and marriage is forever, and even if you can't stand each other, you sit in that discomfort. You sit in that marriage, and you find a way to make it work. That's my belief. You know, I'm Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. So, like, there is that. And, oh, I'm a sinner. Oh, I've messed up. I've messed up so many times, it's not even funny. Like, but I'm not that same person. For better or worse. You know, I'm not the guy that needed attention, I guess. I mean, I still need it. Don't get me wrong. That's still me. I'm still the guy that wants to spend money on other people. Like, that's still me. That doesn't change in a few days. But there's this conviction right now of, like, I don't want to live without her. I don't want to try and just move on with somebody else. Because that somebody else is just a replacement for my wife. It's not who I'm after. Like, I married her. I knew I wanted to marry her before I even met her. And she's changed. Oh, she's changed. You know, she's making this job a priority over the relationship. She's making friends a priority over the relationship. She's cutting off her family, which when we first met, family was, like, very important. She lived with them, and I was like, no, like, I need a girl that's got a good relationship with her family. And yeah, it was tough, but she had that. And now she's not. She's cut them all off. And there could be any number of reasons. I'm not going to assume on here. But what I will say is that I genuinely believe that there is a way to get past this. As long as neither one of us have been unfaithful, as long as, you know, she hasn't had sex with anyone else, as long as I haven't tried to replace her with someone else, you know, I haven't entertained others. Like, I think there is, if she wants it, there's a way forward from here. And for now, that's going to be my path, I guess. I mean, I was told by my mother that if that's the choice I want, then I need to get comfortable waiting. Just being alone and waiting. And she may never come back. And that's hard. So, I guess one of the things is like, when you're doing this, right? When you're going through a breakup, when your marriage is ending, when this thing is happening, like, the thing I'm hearing from everybody, right, is God has a plan. Or, you know, screw that bitch, you can do better. Or, you know, like, well, there's other fish in the sea. Right? It's always like, you can't control them. You can only control you. And so you just have to accept that it's over and move on. And that's like pretty much everywhere you go. Like even on the reels and stuff, it's always like telling you how she's a screw up, you're awesome, or how you're wrong and, you know, you need to let go, right? That there's never seems to be the videos where it's like, hey King, it sucks. And you can stay strong. You're not wrong for fighting for this. You're not wrong for refusing to back down to society and the standards. Because that is the standards now. Like, that. Oh, it's hard? I'm done? Oh, they said they're done. You have to leave. You have to give up now. Like, that is what the Western society has evolved into. And I want to believe that's not necessarily the case. That you can say no. Like, we can't force that person to stay with us. We can't force that person to continue interacting with us. We do need to self-monitor and you know, try and give them some space and not be constantly blowing up their phones and stuff. You know, give them some room. But I also think that there's got to be a way that we can support the idea of just not leaving, of staying invested, staying committed. You know, something where it's like, hey, just let you know, I still love you, I'm still here. You know, like, not all the time, not, you know, the clingy, which I am, but not the clingy, oh, you gotta respond, but it's like reminding you, this guy is still here, or girl, or whoever you are, you're still present. And all they have to do is reach out your hand and their hand, and you'll grab it and run with it. I think we need more of that. I think we as a society need to get, you know, a number of us who have sat down and said, no, I made a commitment to this marriage, and I'm not going to abandon that just because some hurtful things were said. Now, I've got to ask the question. I was told, you know, well, do you want the marriage, or do you want someone that can't make a mistake? Right? Like, if she makes a mistake and she's with somebody else, and you know, y'all get the divorce, and she made a mistake, but she does go out and date someone else after you, and hooks up with them, and then realizes it's a mistake, like, you're saying that you're not going to take her back, so you don't want the marriage. Or are you willing to accept that she's not perfect, and that, you know, if she does that and returns to you and says, I was in the wrong, are you willing to accept that there's mistakes? And it's a really good question. Because it's like, on one hand, no, she had sex with somebody else. Now, during the marriage, that's a no. Like, don't. But if we got the divorce, she's human too. And we're divorced. Legally divorced. And though I'm staying committed, what if she did do that? And then does come back and it's like, I screwed up. I screwed up so big. I want you. Isn't that what it means to be married? Is to sit there and look at someone who stepped out and who made a mistake and owns that mistake? I don't know. I know the answer is yes. You work through it. When women have done it for years on husbands and stuff. So as a husband, why shouldn't I do it? And go ahead, say I'm a pussy, say, all the crap that, oh, you're beta male and all that negativity. Fine. Yeah, that's me. I own it. Right? Like, I'm not your Andrew Tate. I'm not your, whatever podcast. I'm not these people that got it all figured out and they're macho men and they're big and they're red pill and they're tough. Alright. I'm a blue pill, blue collar, punk. Now, there are things I believe. Things I value. Things that are killing me. And it's rough. Like, you can feel it. You can feel parts of you break away inside. And it's like, how long am I going to stand against the world? Against her, if that's what she decides. How long am I willing to stand on a hill and say, this is important and I will not move just because you all think it's not important? This hill, this point, whatever it is, matters. And if I budge and we leave it behind, what do we become? Look at 50% divorce. Even now, I'm going through it. I went to the Philippines where it's illegal, where there is no divorce. I married an amazing woman, believing the idea that they share the same values. There is no divorce. So, that's who I am. That's what I did. And now I'm still going through a divorce. So, that hill, everyone's abandoned it. In every country, all across the world, it's abandoned. This idea of modernism, where we just break up, we let things end, that people don't get involved. I don't know. I feel like that's not the right case. We can do better as people. We can do better as a culture. We can do better as individuals. And I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to have that life that at the end of the day I can look back and go, I didn't surrender. But emotions are weird. So we'll see. I mean, this is day 2. Whoop-de-doo. So, alright, well, I guess I'm out at this point. I'm just going to start rambling. You can watch this, you cannot watch this. She may or may not see it. I don't know. But maybe tomorrow I'll post another one that will say the exact same things, and you'll just hear me on repeat for the next however long it lasts. We'll find out.